welcome back to my channel, Soberton Makery. I'm Catherine and I hope you are all really well today. Thank you for joining me, and I must say thank you to all of my lovely subscribers and welcome to anybody else that is new to my channel. So on my channel I like to chat about all sorts of things to do with sewing. So if that's something that you'd enjoy, please continue to watch or consider subscribing. Right, now I've got quite a list of things to get through today, but I thought first of all we'll have a little bit of a catch up, and then I'm going to share with you all the makes that I have done in August and September. So I hope you're going to enjoy this video. But first of all, what do I need to do? The first thing I need to do is I need to do my little giveaway. So in my Aster Tea sew along, I told you all about a little giveaway I was going to do for reaching 1,000 subscribers, because I was completely blown away by this. I am honestly so excited to be on this little YouTube adventure with you guys. And yeah, I wanted to show how much I appreciate you all. So I asked you all to comment in the Aster Tea video about other people, other YouTubers that needed a few more subscribers to get them near 1,000. And I got loads of people commenting, which was lovely. And in this bowl here, I've got all the names of people who put a comment in the video, and I'm going to pick one now, and then I will be sending the lucky winner a little bundle of goodies. What I will do is I will message the person who has won via the comment in the Astair video, and I will add my email address in there, and if you could send me an email, that'd be fantastic, and then we can work out communicate about how I'm going to get the present to you. So yeah, right, so here we go. Let's see who the winner is. Not gonna look. I pick one. Let's have a look. And the winner is, oh, it's Elisa from Threads or Tails. Oh, I'm really pleased. Elisa sent me the loveliest message on the video saying thank you so much for the shout out. So there you go. Ah, Elisa, I'm so pleased I get to give you the prize. So yeah, I will message you, Elisa, and then yeah, we'll sort out sending you the prize. But thank you so much to everybody else who entered the giveaway. I really enjoyed reading all your comments, and yeah, I feel so lucky to have you all. So thank you so much. Right, so what else do I need to do? I've got some more thank yous to do. Now, when was it? A couple of weeks ago, I got an Instagram message from a lovely lady called Kathy. Hello, Kathy, if you are watching. And Kathy was really kind. She had watched my video where, I think it was the last video, where I did a fabric haul and I showed some coat fabric that I got from So Dear Emma's D-Stash. And I said that I needed some lining fabric and I was going to try and muddle something together from the various bits of fabric I've got anyway. And she sent me a message and said, I've got loads of black lining that I'm not going to use. Would you like it? And I said, oh, thank you so much. And I offered to pay postage, but Kathy did not want any money for postage. And she sent me meters and meters of black lining. So thank you, Kathy. But that is not all that Kathy sent me. Kathy also sent me a lovely little note in the box. And she also sent me 2 pieces of fabric that she said she isn't going to use, and would I like them? I mean, you don't have to ask me twice, would I like some fabric? So Kathy, honestly, I was so touched by this. So the first piece she gave me was this gorgeous drapey, I want to say it's a Georgette fabric, with these all lovely autumnal leaves, and I absolutely love this rust colour. It's very my colour. So I think I'm going to try and maybe make a pussy bow blouse or something out of this. It's beautiful, so thank you, Kathy. And then the other piece of fabric, there's actually 2 pieces of it, they're sort of cut into 2 sections, was this gorgeous, it's very drapey and silky. Not sure if it's a viscose or a polyester, I'm not sure, but it's gorgeous and drapey, and it's this lovely sort of ochre goldy colour with these grey leaves, grey feathers on, not leaves, sorry. And I'm going to give this to my mum, because my mum had her colours done this time last year for her birthday, and she is now on this amazing colour adventure, making sure that she makes stuff in all the colours that she really likes, and this is one of her colours. So when it came in the box, I thought, I know exactly who's going to love this. So yeah, Mum is going to be the lucky recipient of this. So thank you so much, Kathy. Honestly, big love. It was really kind of you and so generous. And yeah, I'm very touched by how thoughtful you were. So thank you so much. Right, now, what do I need to do? So I thought I'd have a little live catch up because I haven't really done that for a little while. So what were we up to last weekend? My wife and I were really lucky. for the first time in absolutely forever, I can't remember the last time, our little boy Sebastian went for a sleepover at my mum and dad's, which is grandma and grandpa to him. And yeah, we decided we were going to have a day to ourselves, which is very rare. So Kirsty and I, we went to London and we went to the Westfield, which is a shopping centre. And yeah, we just had a nice day. We had a bit of lunch together and we did a bit of shopping. Yeah, sort of relived our youth, because that's where we used to hang out quite a lot when we lived in London. So yeah, so thank you Mum and thank you Dad for having our lovely little boy and giving us a little bit of a break. And yeah, it was a really lovely day for Kirsty and I, and yeah, a nice chilled Saturday for once. And then yeah, what did we do the next day? Sebastian went to rugby and then he had some swimming, and then obviously the next day was the Queen's funeral, which was, oh, what a spectacle. What an amazing woman she was. I feel honoured that we lived in her reign. She was an absolute legend. And yeah, it was really poignant, I felt, to make sure that Sebastian took in all of the history that was going on, and yeah, watching the Queen's funeral and yeah, just taking it all in. And I think I tried to explain to him, like, you'll never see another Queen again, and there will never be another Queen like Queen Elizabeth II. She really was amazing. So yeah, I'll put in a little picture. We went to Buckingham Palace the weekend before, so that was a couple of weekends ago now, and yeah, I went to pay our respects, and yeah, I think Sebastian took it all in. So yeah, it was really lovely. So yeah, that was last week. And then what else? Oh yeah, I've got one more exciting bit of news I need to catch you up on. So I'm sure you've all heard of the wonderful Tamlin from Sewing All the Time, and she has set up these wonderful sew tune sessions that she does up in Newcastle, and she does them, I think she does them midweek, and she also does them one Sunday every month. And I was chatting to my lovely friend Alex, hello Alex, and Alex and I, we are so lucky, and Alex lives in Sunderland, which is miles away from me, but not that far from Newcastle. So Alex and I were chatting and we said, well, do you fancy going to a sew tune session? So Alex and I were really excited. We're going to go to one of the sew tune sessions next year, and yeah, I'm really excited. I'm going to drive all the way up to Sunderland and I'm going to stay the night with Alex, which will be amazing. I think it's going to take me about 5.5 hours to drive up there. And then we will do our little sew tune day and get to meet Tamlin and lots of other lovely sewists, and yeah, just have a lovely day sewing together. Alex and I were really lucky. We do have a little sewing session once a week on FaceTime or Zoom, which is so lovely because we get to catch up and talk about all things sewing and our families and all sorts of things and life. But yeah, to actually have a sewing day with Alex would be a dream come true. So yeah, can't wait for that. Right, now, finally, we can get on to the makes. I think I've done all my little bits. I had a little notebook because I was like, I don't want to forget anything, because I'm really good at forgetting stuff. So yeah, let's go through the makes. Now, there are a couple of makes in here that I have already talked about, so I'm going to be quite brief on those because of the previous videos I've done. And there's an extra make in here that I didn't have in my plans. And also there are 2 makes that I didn't make in my plans that I did have in my plans video. There are a couple of t-shirts. I said I was going to make 3 Aster teas, and in fact I only made 1. I just decided the weather was changing and I can make these plans, but I don't have to stick to them. I'm going to be kind to myself. If I make these plans and then I think actually I'm not feeling it, I'm going to move on and make something else. So that's what happened. So right, let's get started. So let's start with number 1, which is this top, which you will have all seen in my lovely collaboration with the wonderful Michelle. Yeah, so where we had the same fabric and we made 2 different garments and we didn't know what each other was making, and that was such a lovely collaboration. Michelle is such a kind and wonderful person. So yeah, I really enjoyed doing that. But yeah, if you want to know lots more about this top, please go and see our collaboration video. But yeah, this is the lovely, where is it? I did get all the patterns out. I tried to be organised. Where is it? Hold on, I'm having a moment. Did I put it in here? Yes, I put it in here. There we go. It is the Simplicity K8335. And yeah, it's got I made it in this lovely double gauze, and it's got this lovely ruffly detail at the back. I could have pressed that up a bit better, couldn't I? So yeah, really like making that, and that was my first make in August. Right, then on to my next make, which you've already seen if you'd watched my sew long video. This is my Aster Tea by French Navy Patterns, and I made it in this lovely, I want to say it's a cotton jersey, but you know what, it feels so soft and lovely. I'm not sure if it is just cotton, it could be something else, but I got it from Britex Fabrics in San Francisco when we went on our honeymoon, which is over 10 years ago, or just 10 years ago now. We've just had our 10th wedding anniversary, and yeah, I had it in my stash for absolutely ages and decided to make it up. So yeah, this is the Aster Tea, and I put in one of the Kylie and the Machine labels, and it says, "I'm probably thinking about sewing," which is me all the time. Yeah, and I really like the Aster Tea. I've put more detail in the sew along video about my fit and what sizes I chose, so yeah, go and have a look at that. But yeah, it's a great t-shirt pattern. I really enjoyed making it. I was a little bit disappointed. One of my lovely viewers wrote in the comments about how the size range is very limited, and that is something I had sort of briefly spotted, but she has pointed it out to me, and it really is quite a limited size range on this pattern. And I've actually messaged and emailed French Navy Patterns about whether they're going to extend their size range for their patterns. I haven't heard anything yet, but if I do, I will let you guys know, because I was a bit sad that I obviously done a sew along on a pattern that not everyone can necessarily make. So yeah, sorry about that, and thank you so much to the viewer that messaged me about that. Yeah, one thing about this t-shirt though, I don't know if you can see, I've already got holes in it, I'm slightly heartbroken about. I think I'm going to just have to hand stitch them back together. It's such a fine jersey, and I think what's happened is when I've been wearing it with jeans, this happens to me a lot, my tummy is obviously right at like worktop height. Shows how much time I spend in the kitchen. Being a nanny and being a mummy, I'm often in the kitchen, and yeah, I think my buttons on my jeans have rubbed up against the worktop and made holes in my top. So I've only worn it once and I've already got holes in it. So yeah, I need to sew that up, but luckily I'm going to wear it tucked in quite a lot, so hopefully it won't be too much of an issue. But yeah, I was just a bit sad about that. But yeah, anyway, what I was going to show with you though was I have made the skirt to match. So here you go, this is roughly what it looks like, and I'm so pleased with it. So I'll put that one down so I can show you the skirt in more detail. So this skirt I made from a Plisse fabric that I got from our trip when we went to the Goldhawk Road when I went with Alex. And yeah, it's a Plisse fabric, and I only got a metre of it because I only needed a metre for the width of this skirt, and I followed the Guthrie and Garney tutorial on how to make a plissé skirt. What I'll do is I'll try and link that video down below in the description. And it was a great tutorial. The Guthrie and Garney actually had this fabric as well. And yeah, I made it so what you do is you measure your waist and work out how much width you need. I literally cut the fabric in half the length, and then you gather it into the waistband, and I use this lovely sparkly elastic that is an Atelier Brunette elastic, and I got that from Guthrie and Garney. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it. Sadly, I did make it a little bit too big, so I've had to do some silly pleats in here to try and bring it in. I just didn't really think when I was putting the elastic round that actually it should be tighter than it should. Like, it should be tighter than that actually should all the way round, so that actually holds up. So yeah, sadly I did make it a little bit too big, and I thought I'm not unpicking that elastic. I mean, trying to unpick from that glittery elastic would have been a nightmare, so hence why I did these rather quick and easy but not so pretty adjustment to just take in the waist a bit. So yeah, that was the skirt that I made. And then on the back here I've just put, I made a little what do you call this, a slip to go under the skirt. So the skirt is quite see-through. I don't know if I can I'll show you this very well. Like, you can see through it quite well. So I decided I wanted to make a little slip to wear underneath it so that, yeah, it wasn't so sheer. So I had this remnant of just a it's quite a thin white viscose. I literally cut a rectangle. I made a seam at the back. I don't know if you can see the seam there. And then I gathered it onto some double fold elastic that I got from Little T's Haberdashery. I'll link that down below as well. It's a great shop for any like trims, elastics, cords, ribbons, anything you can think of that is like a haberdashery item. They're brilliant. But yeah, I bought that elastic from there, and yeah, just gathered it onto there and stitched it on. It was really simple and really easy, and yeah, I just overlocked the bottom, and yeah, it works really well under that skirt, so it's not so see-through. I meant to say that I did a rolled hem on the bottom of the skirt. I'm really pleased with that. I'd never done a rolled hem before. I followed a tutorial from Abby's Den, which my friend Alex pointed out to me. And yeah, oh, so easy and looks really, really lovely. So yeah, really pleased with that. Right, on to my next make. What do I need to show you next? Let's go for this one. This is one of my faves. So yeah, this is my Lyra dress in this amazing viscose from So. I messaged Katie because she had this in and then it went out of stock straight away, and I messaged her and said, when it's back in stock, please let me know. And she did. She was lovely. She sent me a message as soon as it was back in. And yeah, I made this Lyra dress out of this gorgeous viscose in this amazing blue. So the Lyra dress, I'll go through some details. What I'll do is I'll put some pictures up of it, but before I do that, I'll just go through some details on here and then I'll do some reading out for my book, because I made quite a few boo-boos when I made this. This is my second Lyra dress. This time I decided to make little rouleau loops. I don't know if you can see that. I don't know if that'll show up. I don't know if that'll show. Hopefully it will. To attach the belt on, because I did the thread loops on the first one, which is in the instructions, and I found that they feel like they're just falling out. So I think I might add rouleau loops to my other Lyra dress. But yes, I did that to hold up the belt. And yeah, and this one has got the maxi, sort of the full length on. So yeah, let me go through some of the fitting things on there and things that maybe didn't go quite to plan. So yeah, in my trusty book, love this book. It's really handy for going back over things. So yeah, what did I do? So I made a size 3 in this dress, and I will put all the measurements for the pattern up. Now, what was I going to say? So yeah, I made a size 3, but I graded to 2 on the shoulder seam. I took only 1 centimetre out of the bodice length, and actually I think I could have done with taking another 2 centimetres out. It's sitting just probably a couple of centimetres below my natural waist. So that means when you do the tie up, the line from the seam where the skirt joins doesn't match up with where the tie is, which in a busy fabric like this doesn't really matter, but it bugs me. So yeah, that is something I'm going to do, adjust the pattern and take 2 centimetres off. What else? Oh yeah, I reduced the MIDI length tier to the shorten and lengthen lines on the pattern because I thought it was going to be too long for me. But actually, looking at it on me, I think I could have done the full length of the MIDI tier. So next time if I do make the full length version, I'm going to make the MIDI tier full length rather than shortening it. And then, oh yeah, I made a bit of a boo-boo, as always. Every time I do the collar on this dress, I seem to get it wrong. And yeah, I got it wrong again. So I seem to always get the inner and the outer collars the wrong way round. I think what I meant to do is put the outer collar for the top next to the inner collar. So this should be the outer collar, and then this should be the inner collar. And then this should be inner collar, and then that, oh, I get so confused. I think I know which way around to do it next time. What I need to do is put the uninterfaced with the interfaced on both pieces, then join it. And every time I've got it wrong. So last time I made the Lyra dress, I got it wrong as well. But it doesn't really matter. No one's really gonna know, but it annoys me that I got it wrong. So yeah. I think that's all I need to tell you for that dress. But yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and it's been lovely to swish around in, and it's super cool, and yeah, really, really pleased with it. Really pleased. Right, what else do I need to go over? Oh, I've got all my patterns out to show you. There's the Lyra dress. Right, so I've got 2 more makes to show you. Oh, before I forget, I best tell you what I'm wearing. I'm wearing a Libby shirt from Sew Over It that I made in this Liberty Tana lawn. Yeah, I managed to get it out of just a metre. And I've got these lovely buttons that go with it beautifully. My sister bought me these buttons ages ago. But yeah, I've had this shirt for a couple of years now, but I really like it. So it's the Libby shirt. I'll put that down below. Right, now let's go on to the last 2 makes, because it's a bit of a mammoth video, isn't it? So this was my extra make this month. I made the Friday Pattern Company Sagebrush top, and I made it out of this cotton chambray that I got from Fabrics Galore probably 3 years ago. I had it cut out for absolutely ages, and the other day I had a bit of time for sewing and I thought, you know what, I'm just going to get one of my little envelopes out that I've got pre-cut of all my fabrics and a pattern in it, and then just go for it. And yeah, this is the one I did. So yeah, this is a sagebrush top, and I put one of the little labels from the lemon patch in that says "You're the Zest," and yeah, it's got this lovely little tie on the back, and yeah, these lovely puffy sleeves. I did take an inch out of the center of the sleeve when I made it, but they're still really puffy and I'm not sure about it on me. I think I'm going to take some convincing because these sleeves are quite big. But yeah, I haven't got any pictures of me in it so far, but at some point I will put some pictures on my Instagram of me in it when I'm feeling brave with these sleeves. But yeah, I think I made the size small, and I'll put the pattern size range below. But yeah, I'm pleased with it. It was really easy to construct. The pattern instructions are fantastic, and yeah, really quite a quick and easy make. I probably made it in an hour and a half from start to finish. Yeah, it's a lovely blouse. So yeah, but just need to get used to the big sleeves. Right, and then the last make, which I've actually chucked on the floor by accident, is this little skirt that I made for my niece. So yeah, I cut this out absolutely ages ago, and I thought I must make it this month, but poor little thing, she's going to get it when it's actually getting a bit cooler. But I have looked at this, and my niece, she is very petite, just like her mum, my sister, and yeah, I think this skirt will actually fit her next year, possibly the year after. I made an age 2, but it still looks quite big. So yeah, I made it from this fabric from a shop called Raspberry Bazaar, and it's this fabric that's got sort of ribbons and bias trim all attached to it. Yeah, it's really quite a pretty fabric. I decided to sort of play with the stripes, so going these vertical and the bottom and the top horizontal. And yeah, it's just a easy gathered tiered skirt, which is gathered in with elastic at the waistband. And I'll show you the pattern that I used to make that. So I used a pattern from this book called So Chic Kids, and I made this one here, which is P, the tiered skirt. And I think in here I put, where did I put, I was going to show you the instructions. So the instructions are quite sort of basic, but if you've got some decent sewing knowledge, you can whiz through it quite easily. And yeah, it's just a case of you gather all the tiers, attach the tiers together, sew up the side seams, and then gather in the waist with elastic. And yeah, I'm really pleased with it, and I think my niece will love wearing it. So yeah, I must get that sent off this week, and then hopefully she might be able to wear it before it gets a bit too cold, because I'm not sure you'd wear that kind of skirt with tights. I think that's more of a summer skirt. So yeah, right, I think that is all my makes. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I hope you're all really well. I hope you've been sewing at some point this weekend. And yeah, I will be back soon with some plans video, and I've got some exciting plans coming up for October. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and yeah, if you've got any questions, please comment below. I love hearing from you, and yeah, I will see you again soon. Bye.